Boom. Oh no. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Hello and welcome. I have blundered, but I'll quickly fix it. Max speed fix. We are into Stressed and Depressed versus Devious Xela on walk. Riz should be appearing. There he is. Riz, take it away.
Oh, I see them. Oh, yeah, got you. Yeah, copy that. Hello, welcome. We're just bringing the players in now. There is another series taking part behind the scenes on the main Scuffcord channel on with Choco Potato at the helm. For those that haven't caught any of that yet, where are we? I'm a bit lost myself. We're just trying to bring in the players. We've got Stealth on his main account.
Of a Game Boy. It does. It like pixelates and cooks itself at the start when he loads in. But it ends up evening out.
What you were
Xela,
talking
welcome.
about when you were saying mistakes were made. It makes sense now. It makes sense now. Yeah, that was my bad. It's not on Rush. That's on me. That's me arriving late. Sincerest apologies. We have Stealth's main account back. It's back. He's back in action. He's been through his some 450-hour ban or whatever it was that he said that he got copped. But he's back. Still missing one player. KadachiGoat. I don't think we got that KadachiGoat. Looks like we got a full lobby. Very good. I mean, we're back. I don't know if anyone that's currently here. No Stealth versus Xela. That would have actually been really good. That's true. What is the 1v1 here, Rush?
Let me cook right quick.
Let's just click a few things and find out.
We've got Mozu versus Charlie, and
that.
in the 2v2, it's Stealth and Kadachi versus Xela and Walk.
It's risen the sexy Hagrid. Why can't I be the sexy Hagrid? Why does he always get to be the sexy
Stem.
Hagrid?
Milkers, welcome. Mersby, welcome. Stem, welcome.
Hello, y'all. I don't know if you guys were here for the 7 o'clock special for those that are in the Eastern States, but we have come off one of the most entertaining series I've probably ever seen. Let's hope we can back it up with the 9 o'clock special, Rush. Jeez, it was something else, wasn't it?
Absolutely. It was a game to remember. What are we doing first? A game to remember, that's for sure is.
Yeah, we're missing MCAD again, unfortunately. Very, very busy man is the MCAD. It's really disappointing actually because we're gonna go threes, standard format. We'll go threes first. Let's not initiate any more conflict Rush with the game mode setups. We'll go threes first. But no, but we haven't seen MCAD take to the field yet, and it is disappointing because I remember in chapter 3 we saw MCAD. He was the eventual winner of chapter 3, and he was possessed. He was something else, was MCAD. He took a break in chapter 4. He was too busy with schooling and whatever else he had going on in his life. And he's back for chapter 5, but we're going to be 2 series in now, and we still have not seen him take to the field. We've had Stealth now twice fill in his stead. You can take that as you will. But unfortunately, no MCAD. Once again, it will be Stealth over MCAD. We're going to see Charlie up against Mozu in the 1s. And the rest of the players will take to the court in the 2s. Unfortunate. I think Mozu is actually really good at 1s. I think Charlie, I don't know if... Oh my god, are you serious?
Got to rule 1 immediately.
Stealth and Xela lock up immediately. There's no way.
Incredible sportsmanship, holding true to the rule 1. What legends.
Stem's disappointed I haven't been balancing some more teams. I'm seeing some absolute spankings. What are you talking about? What spankings? What are we talking about here, Stem? I will assume for the time being that you are joking, but what matches I have seen, unless there's been something happening that I've missed, matches that I have seen have all been absolute nail biters.
Welcome, Binker.
Welcome aboard. Interesting first goal. Stealth and Xela lock up in a Rule 1 within seconds of the contest, and Kadachi scores the first goal. It's a bit of a makeshift team at the moment. We've got Stealth replacing MCAD. We saw Commander taken off the roster during the round 1 balancing act. He was replaced with KadachiGoat. They were requesting someone that is more, not necessarily a better player at all. They wanted someone that was more available at better times. MCAD's schedule has him not available at all really past 8 p.m, whereas Commander Thor is somewhat only available.
Metsical, welcome.
8 p.m. So we see a pretty new looking team here come round number 2. Still haven't seen MCAD, as we mentioned before. Stealth coming in here, sends the ball to Mozu. Well met by Charlie. Oh, it's walk in the air. Oh, he can't quite bring it around. Xela waits down as third man. Stealth will be up against Xela here momentarily. You see Mozu just waiting for a pass. Does get it. Oh, geez, I sold him short there, Stealth. I thought Mozu was waiting for a pass and it wasn't going to get delivered. It ended up getting delivered. I'm not sure that was the intention all along. It ended up working out well for them. Stealth gets it to Mozu, who gets it past Walk, and they score their second.
Casper, welcome. Dropping the MCAT looking for a free ride to playoffs. S tier banter.
That kid Chubsy has a third in his team who's GC1. To be fair, Bents has been playing ones with Mei Lu, who is GC3. Mei Lu on an alt account. From what I understand, not to take anything away from Bents in particular, but I wouldn't read too much into the GC1 banner attached to Bents at the moment. But yeah, they are a strong team regardless of that, of course. Yeah, it's frustrating when we see that kind of thing happen, because we do see Mei Lu actually putting a lot of work into his team, especially Bents. He's really tucked him under his wing. They've been playing a lot of games together and trying to teach Bents as much as he knows about the game. Mei Lu, a very strong player in all 3 game modes.
Incredible shot.
And they get punished for it because teams see now that player is high ranked, and we have to deal with the fallout that follows. But it is just Mei Lu on an alt, playing a lot of games with Bents, from what I understand, or I could be wrong. Chubsy's talking shit? There's no way, surely. There's no way. Anyway, back onto the game, Rosh. Sorry about that. I've been sidetracked.
No apology necessary. Speaking of Milo, it's a very interesting way to spell Milo, but that's the way that they want us to pronounce his name. The old chalky drink, a Milo.
Is that really the way Milo likes it? I like
it,
Mei Lu.
yeah.
Mei Lu sounds so nice.
It does. It sounds very exotic.
It does. Yes. Makes it sound very fancy.
The fake on the touch. He's able to just push it past the defender. Still bumped out of the way. Mozu caught off guard with Xela, the monster, in the air. 2-all equalized. 1 minute 55, Riz.
You love watching me talk, Sim? That's the same goes back to you. I love watching you type, Sim. Love it. We are locked up at 2 apiece.
What?
It was
bullying Kadachi. He was actually getting bullied in the back line.
Mozu just set up there. What shot! Charlie snipes the top corner. They found their third. They started the game 2-0 down early on, as we saw Xela and Stealth both get locked up in a Rule 1 right from the start, but they found 3 on the fly and lead the contest all of a sudden, Rush. It's an interesting game of Rocket League.
Could not agree more. I think that's the way that Xela on Walk have brought it back with these saves, but Kadachi pushing it through, stressed and depressed, netting themselves an equalizer. Kadachi in such a good spot. Walk caught a bit awkward. Well played. Well played. Riz.
It was a huge double from Stealth. He found a massive angle there, and he was traveling at speed as well. Makes it so hard to get into a good position to make the save. It was Charlie that did get in the way and walked over across to try to save the second attempt. Couldn't quite make it work. We're locked up. It's a really good contest between 2 talented teams here. Charlie on the backboard. Walk will have to meet this. He does. Denies Mozu a good chance. Xela takes it out wide. We haven't seen Xela have much space yet. I know a lot of us, or most of us, or nearly all of us, should have seen Xela play this game before, and if you give him any space, he is extremely dangerous.
Oh my.
But we just
What a
haven't seen him
shot.
with any time on the ball so far. You see a fast challenge again by Stealth. I think last time we saw Stealth play, we were commenting a lot on how much he was trying to slow the game down, Rosh. Seems like he's come in with very different intent this time.
I think so as well. Stealth really is a different player than the last time that we saw him play. And to your point, though, I think that they must know. They must know what Xela's capable of, and they're just not letting him get away with anything here. Walk trying to cut off this play. Xela, a great challenge. Can Kadachi do something with that? No. Xela in possession with 100 boost. What will he do? He'll tap it over one and go for the double stealth. He's up again. Kadachi trailing through in the front line with very little boost.
You see Charlie just trying to give the ball to Xela. Xela not in a position to receive it, but Charlie wanted to give it to him regardless. It's Mozu walking it down the line. One goal, still separating the teams. We still haven't really seen the space open up for Xela, and it's not going to happen again. He didn't get the best touch off the wall. Game sealing down. Stealth will look for a center ball. Gets it on target. No, it's wide. Xela meets it. It's going to land. It'll be Mozu dropping it to the ground. And geez, a fiery start to this contest as well. Stressed and depressed take the first game. Topsy-turvy contest. The lead exchanged multiple times. Xela still putting in plenty of work according to the scoreboard. Didn't have the influence we know that he can if he is given more space. We'll see what they've got for us in game number 2. Kadachi as well coming into this lineup and having a say immediately. Looking good, playing for the stressed and depressed team. Is this a 1-0 game or a 0-1? This is a 0-1 game, this one. Yep, the losing team here will be on their final life for the rest of the group
right
stage.
Stem? How crazy is that? 0-1.
Yeah, to be honest, there's actually so many. I was looking when I was. Oh, jeez,
what a follow-up!
Oh. Crossbar challenge. Xela's hit it 3 times there, I think, once, twice. He hits it twice. It's Wok that follows up. It's good positioning from his team. As much as you can have a player as strong as Xela, you really need people that can rotate around them as well to use them to full effect. You see that on show there. Wok in the perfect position to clean up what's required. He gets a nice clear here as well. Mozu gives him a bump for his shovel. Both of them miss out on the ball, and Charlie will walk it down the line on 0 boost, and Mozu's back involved. Stealth again looking for a reset. Oh, it's picked up beautifully by Kadachi though. He moves in at a moment's notice.
Thank you.
Mozu will pass it down the line, straight into the line of Wok. He gets it around Stealth. No, Stealth ends up still affecting the challenge. Xela misses out. Oh, he's in position to make the save. They miss out. Wok puts it down the line, but it's straight into the path of the defensive team.
Oh
What
my!
has happened to stressed and depressed? There was no threat there whatsoever. And then all of a sudden it was in their net. Jeez. Not the best defensive work there for stressed and depressed. Stealth will take it out wide, look for a second one, can't find it. Charlie misses out. They were a little bit out of position there, the stressed and depressed team. Would have been a huge advantage for them, 3-0. They've missed out on the execution. Xela, oh, can't get it past Stealth. Wok puts it into the corner. Not sure he's going to get the bounce he was after there. Xela puts it straight back. Can Wok affect a good touch? He can! Into Charlie! Denied by Stealth. Great touch coming in from Wok. Good team play. But it'll be a counter-attack on top of the stressed and depressed Rosh.
Mozu just trying with all his might to get it out. Kadachi banging it to the far corner. Wok able to collect it, but Stealth, he's ready. He's ready to set up a mechanical play. We got two of the opponents up in the air. I am flabbergasted. I can't speak.
It's tough out there, Ross. It's tough out there. We saw a 2-0 advantage early on. Was it stressed and depressed that took the 2-0 advantage early on in game number 1? They ended up taking the win in the end. I think it was KadachiGoat that scored the first goal from that rule 1. But it's been a real arm wrestle No lead is safe at the moment. It's been a pretty high-scoring contest so far in this threes. Xela gets a good dunk over the top. They still lead by 2 goals. Good rotations, but Wok misses out here. Charlie puts it into the corner. Not sure who's available for this. Stealth will take it down to Mozu. Mozu up. Not sure he's going to get it on target. He's not. He's going to look for another one off the ground. He can't get it. Kadachi misses out as well. It's going to be open momentarily, but Charlie goes wide. Mozu puts it back middle. Where is Stealth? There he is. One touch into the middle. Xela there, up to the challenge, takes it out with an edgeable flick over the top of Kadachi, who knew nothing about it. Stealth challenges Charlie in the middle. It's Mozu who moves in, but he's been denied by the remaining player in defense in Wok. The attack breaks down momentarily as Xela looks to walk this away from the corner. Flicks it out. Stealth remaining on the ball. He's got no boost. You see KadachiGoat disappear from the play as well. Mozu, it's all on him. He's the only one with boost. He's still in attack. One touch required. Xela there denies him. And Stealth will be the one to rotate into the play. Into Kadachi, into the middle. Wok is there. He misses out on the first touch. Oh, just reloading in attack, aren't they? Stressed and depressed, but unable to find the opening. Stealth, a double. Not quite. Mozu, he's gone too close to the play, and the ball's got over his hood. Oh, they just couldn't make it work. They finally created the opportunity they've been after.
Way, bro.
Not like this.
Oh my! What even happened? Wok with the perfect touch of Kadachi's missed touch. No chance was given to Stressed and Depressed.
Oh,
yes,
they
Cry,
worked so
thank you.
hard for their opportunity, didn't they? And then
Yes, Fancy, welcome.
They
Bence,
made it
welcome.
finally work for themselves. Couldn't quite find the opening when required and immediately went down the other end. They've conceded 3 now and trailed by that same figure. It's going to be tough from here. Game number 3 looks likely from this stage. Xela down the line. No goals, interestingly, on the ball. Oh, that's going to be a goal. Straight up. There's no way Stealth or anyone on Stressed and Depressed is missing out on that. Kadachi with a good touch down the line. Takes out the defending player. Was panics. He expected his teammate to make the clear. All of a sudden, he was required. And then it was a poor touch in front of his own net. And they finally draw blood to the Stressed and Depressed players. They've earned it. God, they've peppered the net a lot in this game. The scoreboard doesn't reflect the challenge that it's been. KadachiGoat will be required to clear here. Stealth, for some reason, jumps in his way. Wok looking for a second one. He gets it. Stealth alone in defense for the time being. Charlie with a challenge. Stealth says, we'll call all these players off here. He does. He takes the boost. He takes the ball. He's looking for the solo. He's missed it off the wall. Yeah, you can see him just try and part the seas for himself there. He generated the opportunity he was after. Xela gets the flip reset, can't quite execute as he's challenged on low boost. Hanging on to a good lead here. The Devious Xela on Wok team. What is that name, by the way? Do you have any idea what the Devious Xela on Wok is referring to? Is that like a...
It's got to be
some
Xela
TV show
and
name
Wok.
reference I'm not aware of?
It's got to be Xela and Wok. Their names are a hard line in there. I'm not sure where Charlie fits in all that. Maybe
Devious Charlie, I think, is Charlie's Discord title.
Discord
there we
name,
I should
think
say.
that makes more sense. So it's just a fusion, a concoction of sorts. All 3 names. Devious Xela on Wok. Taking the dub. Wok running MVP this match. Getting the work in there. Wok doing some work.
Charlie taking a bit part role in that particular game, wasn't he? They held a good advantage there early on, which would explain why those scores are so erratic. So, I'm not going to read that out loud. I was about to.
Me too.
We're going on to game number 3. We got Mozu versus Charlie in the ones. I have seen Mozu play ones once in one series. It was the mini crew battles tournament that I held one random Saturday, and he made absolute mincemeat out of his opposition. And I do fear for Charlie. If Charlie is not ready and has not been preparing himself in the ones environment, it could really be a huge advantage to Mozu and his team in that. So if they can take the ones, or I really should say, if anyone, whoever wins the threes, you feel like the series almost rests on the threes. Is the thing I'm trying to say after all of this. because Mozu I would fancy in the ones. Not that I've seen Charlie play ones. Oh, it's a good setup from Kadachi. He does score in the end. He walks that all the way down the field.
Thank you, Craig.
Gets a good challenge on Charlie. Xela can't get back. You see Woz disappear as well into the forward line, and neither player can get back. Kadachi takes it all the way down, and they have the first. They're looking to reverse sweep. Oh, sorry, they're not looking to reverse sweep. They actually took the first game in this.
Oh, yeah, this is game
early
3.
in the second game.
Game 3. Here it comes.
Yeah, it seems like this series is just vanishing quick, isn't it, Ross? Looks like it's a quick one. Oh, it's a goal! Mozu finds the opening again. The seas part, and there's nobody in net to keep it out. Oh, Wok misses out. That's a really important miss there from Wok. Charlie was respecting Wok's touch there. He started moving out of net, expecting his teammate to make the clear. It ended up falling apart for them on the last line. And I've said it earlier, it's a very, very important series, Rosh.
I couldn't. It really is. So they're both down to the wire. Jack at it again. Thank you for the follow and welcome. Everything's on the line. I don't know if I agree with your statement that everything relies on the threes, because realistically, it could go either way. Players can just light up and just start peaking. And I think that we're really in for a great series tonight, Riz.
Cheers, Stem. Have a good night, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm not ruling Charlie out. Like
Sleep
I said,
well,
I haven't seen Charlie play once. I just know that Mozu is very good at ones. It'll be a big series from Charlie required if he's going to take the chocolates away in that series. I'm not sure about the twos. Interesting to see. We're going to see Xela open up a lot of space in the twos for himself compared to what we're seeing in the threes as well. And you got to look out for Stealth as well. You know what he's capable of when the play slows down. And Mech is available. There's Wok with another miss. You see Stressed and Depressed. They're looking really good here in game number 3. Xela with a 50 on his far as Kadachi. It's Kadachi again!
Oh my! Kadachi with the fake touch, going straight to Stealth, and Kadachi's quick turn, grabbing the 100 boost on the side, denying anyone any opportunity on Devious Xela on Wok for that save. 3-0. 3 minutes remaining, Riz.
We talked about James, didn't we, in the last series? We saw how influential he was as the lowest ranked member of the team. And we're seeing the same thing from Kadachi here, of course. We're seeing some mistakes come from him, which is as expected from the lowest seed on the team, but he is also contributing in a big way to what his team is able to do in front of us here. 3-0 their advantage in game number 3, a critical series and a very tight series between these two teams. A 3-0 advantage is extremely handy. Stealth will move in for this one. You see Stealth at the start of game number 1, I felt like Stealth was such a huge player. He took so much of the responsibility for his team on his shoulders. As the series has progressed, he's taken a bit of a back seat to his team, played a bit of a third man role, and let his teammates cook, and they are playing good Rocket League at the moment. Here comes Stealth, as he sort of misses out on this one around the corner as well. Wok misses out Xela with a bit of space and time at the moment. Not the best touch into the corner, though. You see two players panic and challenge Stealth now, walking it out of defense. Not sure how much boost he's got as I'm locked onto the field of view of Xela. And the play breaks down in the forward line. Rosh, they're going to have to work pretty hard to draw this one back as the Devious Xela on Wok.
I think so. Xela did have some possession moving forward, but that was quickly taken away. Stressed and Depressed, trying to maintain their lead. Block with the excellent save on the pop there. Charlie dismantled by Mozu. Xela moving forward with a good pinch into Stressed and Depressed corner. We see Charlie here trying to pass it to Xela, who's lurking in the midline, just looking for an opportunity to get a goal. Xela with the reset in the midfield. Stealth absolutely destroying the play there. Mozu unable to make contact into the net. An interesting turn of events, Riz.
Yeah, 1 minute remaining. You feel it's going to be really hard for Devious Xela and Wok here, especially with the pressure that's been applied by the Stressed and Depressed team. They've locked this ball in their forward half. Stealth given way too much space there. He ends up missing out on the musty, but just the fact that he's given the space to execute it goes to show that things are not clean on the Devious Xela and Wok team at the moment. Another shot comes in here. Devious Xela and Wok, they need that to go in. It doesn't. Stealth look to put it off. There's no one there to challenge Xela. in the midfield. We're down to the final 30 seconds now, and things are extremely dire for the Xela, Wok, and Charlie trio. Here comes Xela, finally a bit of space. The ball comes to him. He gets the reset. Can't get it over the top of, can't get it under, sorry, Mozu, who intercepts. And the game is done. The threes will go to Stressed and Depressed. They have put together an outstanding series of threes here. They look a far better team than the last time we saw them, Rosh. They look set to go here in the 0 and 1 group. They are not mucking around today.
They look like a well-scrimmed team in the threes, taking that away from Xela on Wok. Stressed and Depressed. Incredible plays by everyone on the field.
Yeah, amazing by Stealth. You see that Stealth didn't score a goal in that. Kadachi got 2. Ended up at the bottom of the leaderboard. Stealth at the top. See the influence he has even without getting on the score. But I think it's really impressive from Stealth, to be fair. We were pretty critical, it must be said, of Stealth in his last appearance for this team. This time round, he's played a far smarter series, applied himself where he's needed. He is the kingpin of the team, replacing MCAD, and he has used his own ability to far greater effect. It looks like we are going to the 2s.
2s locked in. Stealth and KadachiGoat versus Xela and Wok. Here we go, Riz.
It's a must-win series, isn't it? For Devious Xela on Wok. Must-win series, not just in the context of this crew battle, but in the context of their series as well. There's going to be 8 teams. I think it's 8 teams. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 8 teams. 8 teams that find themselves on 0 and 2 come the end of this round. We've got one more game to follow tonight. There's one more game being played currently. Oh, good shot from Stealth.
Drunk, welcome. Models, welcome. Scuffcord rating. Welcome, Choco and Raiders. Thank you.
How did we go in the... Oh, 3-0. Oh, there you go. I was asking the question and Frog literally answers it as I'm asking it. 3-0. Wow, 3-0 to the Intoxicated Ballers. There you go. Outstanding work from Blast, Drunk, and Models. It means that Blast obviously took down Mitch in the ones. That's probably somewhat of an upset. Outstanding work from those guys. There you go, 3-0. So that is another one of the 0 and 2 teams. The loser of this will be a 0 and 2 team as well. It's dire straits down there in the 0 and 2 group, but it's not over. Certainly not over from that point. But there's plenty of work to do. There are no more lives available. The format, for those that don't know, requires that you win 3 to advance to the finals. As soon as you lose 3, you are out of the tournament. Stealth
with a musty sneaks it in. Incredible shot, and with such speed coming in. Xela did not expect it. Oh my, Riz.
Yeah, outstanding. You don't often see Xela beaten so comfortably there in a 1v1. Stealth given plenty of space. Oh, the fake kickoff doesn't work. Oh, that's catastrophic.
Oh my, they both faked it. Kadachi with the fake, Stealth with the fake, Xela just cleaning up the way. They take the free.
That has to have been a calculated fake kickoff. Stealth stayed grounded, locked in defense. Xela, he's just too smart for that. I think, like, from the limited understanding I have of these fake kickoff scenarios, I do think the defending player needs to move off the line. At least fake the fact that they're going for a fake. You gotta fake the fake, Rush. You gotta fake the fake. There's no faking the fake there. You saw Stealth just locked in place. Xela knew exactly what was going on.
It must have been a misinput, because he was really caught off guard by it.
Oh, what a touch from Stealth. Xela's low on boost. He's going to have to consume all of it to affect the touch here. KadachiGoat misses out. Corner boost will spawn. It does. It spawns under Xela there. Wok will move in. He gives the space to his teammate in Xela. Oh, they're in dire straits at the moment. They're 2-1 down after losing the threes in 3. Stealth will take this to the wall. He has a bit of space all of a sudden. Reset available off the ceiling. Executes into the corner. Can't quite follow it with a double with no boost. Kadachi's there, met by Xela. Wok, open net available. Has he got the boost? He doesn't. Stealth will meet him and challenge immediately and put them under pressure once again. Xela suddenly has boost. Takes to the air. He's going to consume all of it here. He hasn't got the best pop. Stealth knows. Stealth goes straight over the top of him. And Stealth will challenge hard here. He's got to reset up the ceiling. I think he used it in the end. Oh, it's been missed by Kadachi off the crossbar. Rotating well is Kadachi. I must say, he is playing really well for a diamond-ranked player. He is rotating and playing around his team so well here.
So much practice would have gone into that as well. Outside of the tournament, you can see that from the way that they're playing.
Oh, Kadachi. Gee, looks good, doesn't he? Xela. Big chance here.
Oh,
one-on-one. Goal.
Incredible. Hang on, I need to see this. Xela pops it off the wall. Yeah, he goes for the fake, cuts it, and then pings it using all of his momentum. His power slide button. Getting the workout, Riz.
The wave dash MVP of the night, honestly. It was brings back memories of the front series in the ones. He used the wave dash to such solid effect, didn't he? It's such a dangerous weapon for him. All series long in the ones. Here is Wok with a good challenge on top of Stealth. It's Kadachi up against Xela for the time being. Xela will have to go for boosts. It's a really good touch from Kadachi. You can't underrate that sort of touch. It doesn't look like much to the naked eye, but it throws Xela off the ball. He's got to recalculate how he's going to execute the play, and it gives his teammate time to get it boost. And as a result, they are back in the play. Xela once again, though, on the ball. Stealth will challenge here. Xela goes low, draws the 50. It's Wok against Kadachi. Poor touch from Wok. And Stealth will cut it off and send it high. Well, Xela's there. He misses out. Stealth dives in front. Kadachi will rotate in. Again, a beautiful rotation from Kadachi. He misses out on the final touch, but he has taken the heat out of the play from Devious Xela and Wok. We're locked up at 2 apiece. Rush, we're about to head into the final minute.
Equalize. We're still equalized. Xela's trying to go off the wall here, but Wok coming through and cutting off his path towards stressed and depressed net. Xela taking all the time in the world, trying to get past Stealth here. He's bumped off the play. Kadachi with the great shot off the wall there. Stealth getting the save from Wok's onslaught. There is 40 seconds remaining. And what will happen next?
The team pinch almost comes in from Stealth and Kadachi there. Xela now with time. It's a 1v1. It's a true 1v1. No one else is arriving. Oh, the good 50 from Stealth. Wok was there. The ball ended up coming at him a lot faster than he thought. Well done by Stealth to smother the play. Into the final 30 seconds. Wok's missed out here. Put Xela under pressure. Kadachi's giving the ball straight to Xela. Stealth again versus Xela. Stealth raised, but gets a touch beforehand. Kadachi puts this one in the middle. Oh, it's dangerous, but Xela is there first. I thought Stealth might have been moving in a hurry there. He wasn't. That ball's going to bounce really dangerously. Stealth still on it. It's really dangerous. Still off the crossbar from Kadachi. It's still really dangerous. Xela will walk it away. He's going to get a chance. No, Stealth does well. Trips
does
him
not
up.
allow it.
Oh, this is such an important series for Devious Xela on Wok. Xela's going to wait for this. Over the top of Kadachi. It should be a goal. It's not. What a terrible touch from Xela. It goes flying off the top of the crossbar. It was Xela versus Kadachi on the final line. Xela ends up spraying the ball high. I'm not sure. You need to watch it back to see if Kadachi affected a touch on that. Really good from Kadachi if he did. The double available for Xela. Well met by Stealth. Wok and Xela in the same corner of the field. No boost available for Stealth. Shot available for Xela. Can't get it. Where is Wok? He's up. He's going to get beaten by Stealth. Stealth meets him. God, it was like slow motion all of a sudden. They meet in the half-forward line. They will have to work it out from defense. Xela's going to get some space here. Kadachi isn't challenging. Oh, he does. He gets him out of the way. It's going to be Stealth who's going to take this now. As Wok misses, he sends it high. Xela will go up, try and send it wide. He does. Just that. Corner boost available. Rosh. My voice is about to implode.
We have an incredible overtime here. I don't blame it. I don't blame you for using all of that voice. Xela going in for a miracle play here, followed by Wok on the demo. I should say Wok demoing. I didn't even see that coming. Wok cleared the field so quickly, and there he is. Bang! That was an incredible play by Wok and Xela. And to be fair, Wok played really well in that game, mainly because every time there's a threatening play in the air by Stealth in particular, Wok would just get up in the air and challenge, and he would make really good contact most of the time. So I think all in all, regardless of the points here, Xela and Wok made a great combination, but it shouldn't be overshadowing Stealth and KadachiGoat's excellent performance as well. That overtime was high pressure, Riz.
You can say the same for Kadachi. You see him shut down Xela a lot of the time as well. You can see both of these teams. Xela and Stealth both have a lower ranked teammate, a lot lower than themselves, but they are implementing them perfectly. They're pushing their teammate into the challenges. They're executing those challenges well, and that is why we are seeing a really close series between two highly talented teams. Kadachi and Wok are both putting in a huge performance and letting their teammates cook. Here comes Xela. Xela versus Kadachi. Goes low goal.
There he is. Grimsy, welcome.
And they just smoke after that. Yeah, Xela. I'd say that's a bit of a 2v1 from Xela, really. He gets it past Stealth a little bit too easily, I might add. And then Xela walks it in underneath. They're challenging KadachiGoat. KadachiGoat probably doesn't come across many GC3s in a 1v1 very often, and he is outclassed on this occasion. First goal on the board for Devious Xela on Wok. Like I said, I think that without seeing Charlie play once, I would say Mozu probably is favourite. Not to say he's going to win. He will probably go in as favourite in the ones. Devious Xela on Wok, after dropping the 3s, really need to win this series to give them any chance and put it all into the hands of Charlie and put some real fear into Mozu. Here comes Xela. Gets a controlling touch. I'm not sure who that was. It disappeared from the play. It was Kadachi in the end. Xela going to try and walk this all the way down. Gets it over Stealth. Stealth gets a bump on Xela. Xela's still on the play. He's going to get another
goal. Wow.
Jeez,
what an
twice in a
outplay.
row. He's just walked straight through the entire team twice now. Stayed on that one. Kadachi really needed to get a touch on that and draw a challenge. Xela walks through and takes his second. Grimsy, how are you, mate? Welcome, welcome, Sping. Welcome as well. I feel like some spicy noodles. Hell yeah. No, it doesn't.
The side of spearmint milk. Stealth coming up high into the midfield. Xela waiting to see what happens next of this interaction. Xela with the perfect recovery, ready to challenge Stealth. Kadachi backflipping the ball out. Excellent challenge by Kadachi, setting it up for Stealth. Can Wok intercept this play, but the bounce on that one did not work out well for Stressed and Depressed here. Xela clearing it all the way to Stressed and Depressed. Corner, Wok up front, ready to go, trying to dime it out to Xela. Denied by Stealth. Xela gaining possession here off the backboard. Does he go for a ceiling pinch? Kadachi able to get the challenge on that, Riz.
Yeah, he's looking so dangerous, Xela, at the moment, isn't he? Obviously, players that play the way Xela does, they need some time to work into their mechanics, get used to the contest. You feel like he's really warming into this now. He looks almost unstoppable at the moment to Xela. Oh, good chance for Stealth as well. He's got a reset available. Wok actually comes out of the goal, puts him at great risk there, but the ball goes wide. Wok's just getting bumped out of the play. Xela will be beaten by Stealth here. Doesn't actually jump, does well. Puts himself into a position to defend now. Wok should challenge, does. Xela will now get a chance on this. Gets it over the top, surely, of Kadachi. Kadachi does well. Ends up blocking Xela's run. Xela, I think, wanted to call Wok off of that. Doesn't end up happening that way. Wok ends up sending it wide. He's eliminated. And we will see the Stressed and Depressed team in Stealth walk it down the field. Kadachi now. Boost didn't spawn for him. He does collect it on the spawn in the end. Xela, that's going to bounce straight down. Xela knows it's bouncing straight down. Xela will get it on target. Goal!
Yo, what is this Giga Brain? Hit that perfectly.
Oh, he set himself up beautifully, didn't he? I thought he may have traveled a little bit too far to get the read, but it was always coming straight down. Outstanding execution from Xela. Finds their third, and all of a sudden, Xela and Wok look irresistible. Save coming in. There goes KadachiGoat. It's going to be the fourth. There's no way Stealth's getting back. Really aggressive from KadachiGoat. They kind of need to be honest. But they've conceded 4. And Rosh, are we destined for the ones to put this to rest?
It looks like it. It definitely looks like it at this stage. Is this game 1 or 2?
I think this is 2, bro. I think we saw Xela and Wok take out the first game. You were commenting Wok's challenging ability, even though the scoreboard was heavily in favor of Xela.
Yes, so I think that might be the case. With 2 minutes on the board, who knows? Who knows? It doesn't seem like a long time, but they could turn it back with some excellent plays from Stealth and Kadachi. But Xela and Wok just dominating this field. Xela looking really threatening on offense and defense. What will Stealth and Kadachi be able to do against Xela's forward-reaching plays, Riz?
He just looks really comfortable at the moment, does he? He's just having it all his own way, isn't he? He's not really... He's taken to the air, and he's just got all the space, and even when it doesn't execute to perfection, the ball comes and lands safely. He's just got all the confidence in the world. The 4-goal buffer obviously is going to help as well, but he just doesn't seem to be having any issues doing what he wants to do. He's got an opportunity to cook the match, quite possibly, for
oh my
Wok,
days.
and
he looks like he's vibing.
Only has a minute remaining before they will go to spectator mode and cheer on Charlie from the sidelines, but they have put on a dominant display here in the twos. What rank is Wok?
Yeah, Spindler's last.
Wok is C1 to C2. I think last chapter he played really, really well with the team he was on. We were sort of forced to push him in as closer to the C2. But he was with Caspar and J-Style from memory, and they were a really dominant team. They probably were in a really good position to win the competition overall. It didn't work out that way for them, as they were eliminated in a lower bracket. But yeah, Wok was outstanding all tournament long. So he was seeded as roughly, probably low C2, I'd say. We don't really seed in ranks, but the equivalent of probably low C2. Playing his role so well, exactly. And it's a really good way of putting it as well. We talked about this a lot in the previous series we watched, is that, you know, you can't expect the low-ranked player to come out and play like a GC2, GC3, but they can certainly play a very important role, and it is always a very important role. They are just as important in the way they are used as their GC1, GC2, GC3 teammates are. Very well put.
Kadachi cleaning up a goal. They're closing the gap. That was an excellent goal by Kadachi. Punishing Xela's push to the corner, being pressured by Stealth.
You're the adversity bot. Interesting.
Some interesting take.
The chats are back. The chats are back. Let's go.
They're cooking.
Stealth with a musty. Oh, he's got the double available. Can't quite bring it around. KadachiGoat's too far away from the play. He dives in eventually, but Wok has cleared it by that time. Here comes Wok putting it middle. Kadachi with a touch in board to his teammate and Stealth, both challenged. I think they know the match is over. They're desperate for anything to go their way here, and it's just not happening. Xela and Wok, too strong in the end. Good performance for a large duration of this from Kadachi and Stealth, but it was too big of a hurdle to overcome. And we will head to the ones. The crew battle will rest on the shoulders of Charlie and Mozu. They will face off in a nerve-wracking encounter, as it always is. I feel terribly for the players that have to settle these things in ones at the end. But we have the best seats in the house, Rosh. Let our hair down and enjoy the contest.
That's for sure. They're cooking. They're cooking in the chat. Xela not allowing his teammates to be slandered in any way. Excellent form, Xela. Excellent form. Stealth going for the mid to late play on the psychological warfare. I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. It's a bit late for that, I think. But to the ones we go.
Chungus has joined the match. What do you reckon, Rosh? What do you reckon? I've been talking up Mozu a big game in ones. I've literally only seen him play one game of ones in my life. We'll see. Came here to tell Mozu he sucks in case he comes in here to claim he lost. Okay, fair enough.
I've versed Mozu. He's very good. He's a very good player. I have versed Mozu in the 1v1s before, and he's very good.
We're missing a player for the time being.
Charlie, on the other hand, we will see who will take this, and the pressure is on.
Yeah, I got you, Xela. I got you. Hence the chuckle. Respect it. Respect it. Credit where it's due. Thank you for that. Alrighty, Mozu and Charlie. God, it's horrible, Rush. You've been in this position yourself, haven't you? Multiple times now.
Oh, yeah.
With the ones on your shoulders. How's it feel?
It's not great. It's not a good time. Just playing the game in complete silence. We've got some wholesomeness coming through through the competitors, Mozu and Charlie.
It's about as miserable of an experience as you can possibly get, I'd say, in this
really is.
Beautiful game of Rocket League. It's a way to make it as unenjoyable as humanly possible as Mozu scores his second kickoff goal this time. Nice shot comes in from Charlie. There you go. This has been a wholesome game so far. We saw a good luck from Mozu, and we've seen nice shots paid credit where they're due. Just lose the twos, the threes and twos, and the ones doesn't matter. That's fair. That's a big brain strat there.
All the pressure gone. Mozu clearing it into his corner. Safety first, he says. But Charlie opting to take the mid boost here, but Mozu's very close to this ball. Looking to get a dribble. Can he get a flick? No. He was hoping to psych Charlie out to jump high, but it does not work. Charlie with the close rotation on the front post. Does it work? Ooh. Mozu just missing his opening there. Mozu playing it safe with 100 boost. Charlie unable to get it over Mozu. Mozu opting to play for the corner boost. 100 boost in Mozu's tank. Charlie taking a bit of time here. He does get a slight touch there. This might be extremely dangerous for Charlie, but he saves it. Incredible. Oh no, Charlie. He wasn't able to snipe it. The open net syndrome kicks in, but he gets the demo all the time in the world. Mozu on the far side. That bounce did not work at all in Charlie's favor. Mozu clearing the ball here. Charlie on the offense once again. Mozu with the high challenge. Riz, what are we looking at?
Oh, my heart broke in half when I saw that ball bounce up the wall. It was the best opportunity he's had all game, and he was denied by the physics of the engine to clear here over the top of Mozu. Mozu looks probably the more experienced ones player so far in this matchup. We've seen a lot of heavy challenges coming in from Charlie. Misses out on this one off the crossbar, does Mozu. Charlie was up for it regardless. Mozu will take all the boost on the right-hand side of the field here. He'll take all three major orbs, replenishes his mana to the max, and will counter-attack from the back corner. Really dangerous position this for Charlie. Oh, draws a low 50, does Mozu. And Mozu is just absolutely cuffed by the post and can't get off it. He manages to clear it in time before Charlie is able to counter. Again, a really heavy challenge there from Charlie. He's going to have to be careful with those. Another good 50 from Mozu as a result, but he's missed this one out wide. Still nothing on the board yet for Charlie. Oh, it's a poor turn from Charlie. It's going to be a goal. It has to be.
Oh, Mozu, well played there. Charlie with the missed turn. He thought it was going to go in another direction. And unfortunately for Charlie, and fortunately for Mozu, another goal has been had. 2 minutes remaining. 3-0. Stressed and depressed in Mozu, leading the Chargers.
He reminds me of me, Charlie, when I'm not feeling the best in my Rocket League, and I just try and drive as fast as possible into every challenge. I think he really needs to take a step back here a little bit. Slow it down. You don't need to be accelerating all the time, and you don't need to boost into every single challenge. And Mozu is a pretty crafty-looking ones player. He's been absorbing all of the heat that's been thrown at him from Charlie so far. And we will see what we get. I don't know if Xela is still in call, possibly in the ear of Charlie. We know how good at ones and the craft in general Xela is. I'm sure he could use some valuable takes from his teammate in Xela, who made one of the most outrageous runs in a ones tournament we've ever seen when he took to the field in full tilt #1. Charlie with a chance here. You see Mozu always going to direct line challenge that he does. Charlie draws the low challenge. Misses out on the touch on the ground though. Mozu will have time on the ball as a result. Takes it to the air. Puts Charlie in an awkward position. Foot reset available for Mozu. Can't quite. Charlie takes it away. Going to take the boost. Going to take the shot. Misses out on the boost and misses out on the shot as Mozu challenges. One chance available for Charlie. Gets it. Gets his name on the board. Well done by Charlie. Finally makes it work for himself. Series of unfortunate events on the way there, but manages to get the final touch into the net.
This is doable for Charlie, for sure. Xela and Walker not out of this. game 1. 1 minute 11 remaining. Mozu leading by 3. Gets the demo, but that touch on the sidewall. Will Mozu be able to get back in time? Trying to bait Charlie in with a cut, but he gets the cut and flicks it over Charlie. Charlie caught out, very awkward on his front post. I'm not sure if these front post rotations are working in Charlie's favor. Getting shot to the far side, Riz.
Yeah, he's good at his ones craft, isn't he, Mozu? He's a really valuable mid-ranked player for this team. I think most of the big name teams, such as Lawsy's team as well, did get players in the mid-rank that can play ones. Wolftick got another one in HPG Wave, who's also quite capable in ones. Of course, Rook, very capable in ones, and of course MCAD, who's looked like he's almost been permanent exchange for stealth at this point, has Mozu, who is also very good at the craft as well in ones. That's an extra layer of difficulty coming up against these real top-heavy teams. Here comes Charlie. He's found 2 so far. He's looked a lot better, hasn't he, in the second half of this encounter? Looked really nervous and almost out of place in the ones environment early, but definitely cleaned things up and will look, if not in the end of game 1 here. Oh, that's a good shot from Mozu. Charlie will look to regain in the interim and head back into game number 2, I think, at this point.
6 to 30 seconds. This game looks like it may be wrapping up in Stressed and Depressed favor here. Coming down to 20 seconds, down to the wire. A 4-goal deficit. Mozu just playing for time.
He gives the ball away there, doesn't he? He looks comfortable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really does. I think Charlie is warming up, as you said. I think the first game's always a bit shaky, especially with this level of pressure on the line. 100% relatable. I can completely understand what Mozu and Charlie are experiencing here, and it's a rough time. It really is.
I especially feel for Charlie because I don't think Charlie plays a lot of ones. I feel like Mozu does. So it's one of those things. If you play a lot of ones and you put your hand up to play ones, you take to the ones and you just absorb whatever heat comes your way, don't you? But if you're put into the ones because it's the most balanced thing available in the team versus team chat, but you don't play ones, this is a nightmare of a situation for Charlie. I really do feel for him. You don't know what he is going through right now, but I must say he's putting in a very decent performance to this point, and hopefully game number 2 he actually looks even better and can draw blood from Mozu, possibly take us to a game number 3. Do we still have a Xela in his ear, I wonder, Rosh? I mentioned it earlier on. Xela will surely have some really decent tips for him at this point in time.
It could go one way or the other.
Do you ever get tips from Oki? Do you ever get tips from Oki while you're playing, or do you just go full sweat?
Yeah, I did. I don't do well with tips when I'm under pressure. You just gotta let me be. Although I did get some encouragement from the side from both Spingles and Oki during my 1v1s in crew battles. Chapter 4. It doesn't look like Charlie has Xela in his ear. Just looking at the chat, Xela is completely deafened. I think Charlie just wants some space to breathe, and I can definitely appreciate that.
Oh, it's a good position for Charlie to be in there. I think he's missed. It's close. Mozu diving in. Really good dive from Mozu. Sorry, Rush.
No, go on. Take it away, Riz.
Mozu ends up taking him out there. It was a really good position from Charlie that he got himself into before. Ends up missing out, unfortunately. And you see there again, he's adapting here. I think in game number 1, especially early in game number 1, that wall challenge, he would have jumped at that, and he would have been out of the play. It would have been a goal for Mozu. We see in game number 2, he's slowed things down.
Welcome front.
Far more controlled game so far from Charlie. Front, welcome back to the arena. Outstanding series from yourself, Fancy, and Jimmy B. How good were all of you, obviously, but how good was Jimmy? How good was Jimmy, mate? Outstanding performance. Obviously, great result for the team. It's also great to see the lower ranked members of the team really getting involved and making a huge difference to the outcome. This one's still locked up. Oh, he's got another chance. Charlie again. He's missed it across the face. Mozu unable to really generate any kind of meaningful attack so far for himself. His own goal.
Oh, Mozu. Oh, he's going to be kicking himself after that one. He cuts it in. Cut in by Charlie, and Mozu just... Oh, I don't know if that was a misinput. I'm not sure what he wanted to do with that flick. Maybe he wanted to hit it to the left side, but his car positioning was just off, so the ball finds the back of his own net. Charlie looking good, or he was. Mozu equalizing immediately. Riz.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Charlie, he went the boost route there and really opened the door, because I feel like it feels like Mozu has iced up a little bit here. He's gone a little bit into his shell here in game number 2. He doesn't look as comfortable and free-flowing as he has in number 1, a big part due to the adjustments from Charlie as well. But Charlie's giving him an easy one there. Kick off. Oh, how did he get the boost? I thought that was Mozu's all day. Ends up being Charlie's. What's Charlie got for us here? Is he going to commit to the aerial? He is. Goes to the ceiling. Oh, he hasn't held handbrake. He's been sent away from the play. And he's given the ball to Mozu. They're really dangerous now. Mozu with a flick available. Oh, just gets there, Charlie. And Mozu ended up not even dispatching the ball from the setup that he had. Gee, it's a really tight contest at the moment, isn't it? The bump comes in from Charlie. You see Charlie, he's just not jumping and flipping into the ball like he was in game number 1. And it's giving him every chance that when he doesn't connect the way he wants to recover. It's keeping him in the play. It's keeping him... Oh, that's a good flick.
Excellent
Charlie
flick by Mozu.
Shadowing, not only a little bit close, but he also washed off all of his momentum. Took away any chance he had of making a save there. He was way too close in the end. And Mozu scores his second. It's been a lot more of a difficult challenge for him here in game number 2. Rosh, what do you make of it?
Charlie has shaped up a lot, but Mozu is still a tough competitor on this field. I think that so long as Charlie keeps the momentum going, he has a very good chance of not repeating the antics of game 1. He's definitely utilizing a lot more demos and bumps. His plays are looking a bit clean. I don't know if going for the ceiling plays are going to work out very well for him this time around. Great demo by Mozu. Charlie, he's back from the lobby. He goes for the challenge. He does get it through. Mozu is still on the assault. He's collecting all the boost. Oof. Textbook 1's plays. Charlie might be in a good position here. He's speeding past for a clanger into Mozu's net. Excellent play by Charlie. Mozu didn't think Charlie would just absolutely remove the distance to that ball that quickly.
Where did he go?
The speed.
Mozu will be disappointed. He's worked really hard for... It's a low-scoring game, isn't it? He's worked really hard for the lead that he had. And he's given one away there. You could almost say the same for Charlie off that kickoff goal, though. He went wide for the boost in the same sort of fashion. But it's a cheap goal in the end for Charlie. Oh, another quick turn from Charlie and a wide one from Mozu. And it's Charlie in the lead, Rosh, all of a sudden. This has turned on a dime, and it's Charlie with all the cards.
That's for sure. Big Chungus is in. Oh, and welcome. Charlie with the excellent play there, just forcing Mozu to lose ground. Well played Mozu. He must have some kind of plan in store. Goes for the flick. Charlie thought he had time, grabs the boost. Unfortunately, in the 1v1s, any moment you're not behind the ball in front of your net, you're in danger. Charlie punished by Mozu with the quick thinking play there. Equalized at 124, Riz.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think that's the third time that players have been caught out in this match, and it's a low-scoring match at that. Third time they've been caught out prioritizing boost when they really didn't need to. Chungus with a chance here. Backs away. Good choice to make. He'll take the ball here and he'll take the mid. That's a better way to do it. You take the boost when it's available and when you have the time and space. He's going to have to challenge hard here. He does just get in the way of Mozu. He was moving quick, and I think he had that one on target. I'm not sure what Chungus has got here. He needs to draw a 50. He doesn't. Mozu ends up missing over the top of the challenge. Gee, we're locked up here. Both players are starting to go for really risky plays. We see Chungus challenge hard again, and he's been punished for it. He'll be a little bit disappointed there. He's been so collected here. He dove in hard there, like I said. And Mozu recovers, and Mozu scores.
You can tell the nerves are coming back. He had it under control for a large part of this game, but then as soon as he breaks down, which is easy to do, which can happen extremely easily, excuse me, in 1v1s, being what it is, just an incredibly pressurized game mode with the pressure of your entire series on your back if you're going to live and die in the crew battles for both of these players. Charlie hanging on for dear life with very little boost to show for himself. The ball bouncing him high. Mozu is looking very threatening. Goes for the bump. Charlie moving it into his corner. He's got 10 seconds. 10 seconds remaining. Here comes the Hail Mary attempt. He gets the touch. Mozu pops it up extremely high. Charlie, he's going to have to look for a catch here. He gets it. Is he going to keep the ball in his hoodie? Doesn't. And stressed and depressed walks away with the victory. Overall, Charlie and Mozu, great showing. Excellent games. Although it was a 2-0 sweep, Charlie, in that second game, really did start to bring it back, Riz.
Yeah, you really feel for Chungus. He's gone. He's gone. But I remember a couple of chapters ago, maybe even last chapter, where they were talking about, you know, make sure you drop a GG at the end of your one series. I stood firm and said, I am not making that a requirement, because the stress and pressure that is inflicted on players in this environment at this time, when your entire team's crew battle, you could almost say their entire future in the tournament, hinges on your performance in ones in front of everybody. We are not going to make them stick around and say GG's if there's all kinds of emotions going on in this moment. And I do feel for Charlie, though he did play really, really well. He adapted to that series so well. We fancied Mozu would go in as the favorite. He ended up taking the win as expected, but Charlie did everything right. He worked hard. He adapted to his surroundings. He adapted to the play styles, and he made it work for himself and got himself into the contest. He should not feel down about what happened there at all. In the end, stressed and depressed took the threes. We had a feeling it would be the deciding game mode. In the end, it was. And Devious Xela on what will head into the 0-2 group. They will be on their final life in the group stage of the tournament. Stressed and depressed move into far more comfortable territory in the 1-1 group. That is GG's Rosh, another entertaining series.
Absolutely. Stressed and depressed. Represented by Stealth, Mozu, and KadachiGoat, taking the victory, as you said, excellently played by those three players, and carrying themselves to the next round as a 2-1?
1-1.
A 1-1. And Devious Xela of their last life, although they did play exceptionally, Xela, Charlie, and Wok, collectively and as individuals, incredible to watch, incredible to cast. I'm grateful to be able to be a part of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, lost the threes in 3. It was a tight series. Xela wants a 1v1. Yeah, rightio. I'm not sure who you're hoping to 1v1. Oh, it's only me left. I see. He just wants to 1v1 me. I see. Yeah. That's a GG's. Roche, that's a GG's. Thank you, everybody. Another big night of Rocket League. We got one game left in round 2. We will probably, I was talking to Choco only very briefly before we started streaming tonight. We will probably be releasing round 2 matchups that we can confirm, because there's only one game left in round 2. So rather than delay the whole weekend's play, we will probably send out some matchups that we can confirm, get some games going. So keep an eye out on the Discord. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, there will be more games to come, and we will see you on the other side. Thank you again, Rosh. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Riz. It was an excellent, excellent match, just like the match before. I hope you all have yourselves a great day or night. Thank you for coming around for this late night stream and and joining Rizza and myself. It has been a pleasure. I hope you all have yourselves a great day or nights. and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.